How can Europe catch up in the space race? To do this, the European space sector will have to work hard to remain competitive with the US.
For high-rate communication.
In his inaugural address, US President Donald Trump called for the US to pursue its destiny into the stars and to plant the US flag on Mars. The EU Commissioner for Defence and Space shared some of his ideas on Tuesday at the European Space Conference in Brussels.
We are really very good in services like positioning with Galileo. We are very good in Earth observation with Copernicus. We shall be very good with satellite space communication, Iris Square. But we need to catch up with access to space, and that is where we shall spend a lot of efforts, really.
The European space sector needs several elements to be competitive, according to the Director General of the European Space Agency. Talent, which Europe already has, public and private investments, and finally, more speed and more simplicity. For the European Space Agency, Europe must build on its flagship programs, but also develop new projects. Should the continent be inspired by the collaboration in the US between NASA and SpaceX of Elon Musk?
We have decided that we want to be an anchor customer of major infrastructure in the future. For example, on new launchers, on new cargo return vehicles, where we will not develop the launcher from beginning to the end, but we will buy a launch service. We are launching the European Launcher Challenge actually this year, and to create new launcher companies that are at the beginning launching small satellites. That's exactly the same model that NASA applied to develop Falcon 9.
The US is the leading space power. It accounts for 2/3 of global investment in space. Europe is the third largest investor and accounts for 11% of the global space budget. In this race to the stars, the European Commissioner for Defence and Space and the European Space Agency hope that new funds will be allocated to the space sector through the next multi-annual financial framework, as the EU budget is renewed every 7 years.